What's going on, guys? So I'm going to do a little something different for my channel this year. I'm racing this VCHSS series, and I can't really commentate while I race because I would lose focus. So I'm going to commentate while I'm at home and just kind of go over some of the decisions I make or the situations that I get into. And if you like it, leave a like, comment, and let me know what you think about it. I'm trying something new, so let's get into it. So here we are at the first round of VCHSS. I've only done one of these starts before. I was on a 350 and it left me dead at the start. So this season we're back on a Yamaha, and I don't really know how this is going to go. Right before this I practiced for about 3 minutes. So yeah, you'll see how it starts off, but I made up my time pretty well going into the woods. Slightly nervous, don't know really what I'm getting into as I don't have an e-bike to go look in the trails, so yeah. Don't really know what my suspension is going to feel like, but I find out through lap 1, and it's all just a first experience type deal, so here we go. Definitely got to get the starts down. Try to choose some wise lines, not trying to get congested behind some of these guys. Because I have a feeling, like once we get into the woods, I'm going to get blocked up. So if I can get around as many people out here as I can, that'd be great. I should have charged a little harder. I probably could have cut that guy off and squeezed in there, but just trying to play it safe. It's a long race. Going in, I know this guy ahead of me is experienced, so I'm just kind of going to use him as just a leader. See how his bike reacts to the lines he's choosing in front of me, and just kind of gauge my movements off of what he's doing. Right off the bat through here, even though I got my suspension done, I asked for a 50-50 moto wood setup. I'm quickly realizing, even being 20 clicks out on compression with my rebound at 17, that I'm in for quite a treat on this this race. Everything's you know, really choppy, being that we're on the second session of these races. I haven't really ridden any tight single track like this since November of last year when we did the Don Wise Memorial Race in October. I thought that the Wacomico trails that we were practicing on would have been good practice, and even though it was, because I was doing like 40 to 50 minute sessions, I definitely did not prepare myself for what I was getting into for this race. cool though, because the guy ahead of me is keeping a really good pace, and I'm glad I didn't get congested behind. There's 5 people in front of me, so the other 14 guys behind me, I'm glad I didn't get stuck behind them, because I would have had a lot of work cut out for me going in here. At this point, I'm starting to get a little impatient. I would like to get around this guy, but at the same time, I know that we've got 30-something miles to go, and I'm probably only on mile 2 or something like that, so 34 miles left. Might as well just play it smart and let him lead the way for most of this lap. Or unless the opportunity presents itself to pass him safely. Sections like that past like 10 seconds, I just knew that my suspension was not gonna help me out for this race. Let's just say, even though the camera dies on lap like 90% of the way through lap, actually I think it dies halfway through lap 3, to be honest. I was dead halfway through lap 2. I was not in good shape. But we finished this race in the 5th place out of 20 guys for the first race of the season, so I'm pretty happy with that. In this lap, surprisingly, I was a half a second off of being the fastest lap for lap 1. I'll go through the timing and scoring right behind a guy named Cody. Cody Roundtree is his name. He's a pretty fast dude for 30+B. I'm also starting to realize the stock throttle cam on the MX bike. I don't know if the FXs are any different, but the stock throttle cam through this chop with the stiff suspension is just really blippy. So I need to order a G2 so that cam lobe can eliminate some of that chop through here. Because once my arm probably started kicking in, I'm glad I was able to pull in the clutch like around lap 3, because I would have nailed some trees. I just winged that little gap there. I'm glad I fit. Could have got myself into some trouble right there. Trying to use this time to let my arms relax, but these guys are like cooking, so I'm like, oh god, I gotta keep up. No time to rest. Unfortunately, I got cut back down. I wish I was a little more aggressive on entering. I probably could have gotten ahead of him, but he had a good pace to him. He didn't really hold me up too much. The interesting thing is going really fast on those fields and then coming into really tight stuff like this. It's really a shock to your perception. Thankfully, my girlfriend Elise told me to throw a chest protector on, like, right before I got on my bike to go to the start. And I'm so glad that I got a chest protector, because this roost coming through these fields would have sucked. So now I believe we're in 4th place. That guy's not in my class, but he is ahead of me. But he's in a different class. He started shoot 4 lines before me. This is a pretty tricky section going uphill through all that really rutted, wet clay and really tight trees. It's a pretty slick section though. I really kind of liked it aesthetically. It looks pretty sweet. At this point, I really don't know if anybody in front of me is in my class. I see somebody and I charge for them. Nobody really has any numbers on their backs, so if I see somebody, I'm targeting them and trying to catch them as fast as I can. Just theoretically, I just think that they're another number 7 in my class. But a lot of the times it's not. It's some of the slower people in the classes ahead. Being the first race of the season, this definitely probably caught a lot of people off guard with how whooped out and rough it was. And I've talked to quite a few people, and this race definitely caught everybody off guard with how rough it was. Everybody's been sitting around the house for the winter time. So we are only on mile 4. We just passed the mile 4 marker. So I know we got like a 9.5 mile course. So I'm like, all right, focus on breathing. Arm pump starting to set in. And just trying to, you can't really re-grip back here. You can try to ride loose, but it's hard. Everything is so bumpy and rough and tight, and you don't want to hit a tree, obviously, so. Like right here, I'm coming downhill, kind of cruising behind this slower guy, and taking a breather for a second until I find the time to pass him, which is here, but Now I gotta get back on the gas and try to create a gap. And it's hard when there's nobody in front of you, because now I'm just kind of like trying to go race pace, but I don't know where the trail goes, so it's kind of beneficial just to let somebody go ahead of you, but then again, you don't know if they're going to hold you up. But maybe you could go a little faster than they could, so it's a catch-22. To be honest, I may end up leaving the stock exhaust on my bike because I don't have to yell, because the stock YZ 250F exhaust is so loud that people can hear you coming from a mile away, and I don't have to do any yelling. Back there, something hit my helmet and ripped off my whole 5-stack of tear-offs. So now I have no tear-offs, but being around like lap 5 or mile 5 now, and not needing to pull one, I kind of figured I wouldn't need to pull any this race. But what about a 5-stack of wasted tear-offs laying in the field? Set my sights on this guy. I can see that his pace is kind of similar to mine. So if I can catch up to him, we can ride at a pretty good pace, and I can again judge my moves off of what's going on under his bike. Unfortunately, he let me pass, so that was short-lived. This is a cool little section. This little S-turn tight section was pretty sweet. That section around lap 4 gets so messed up. I wish my GoPro was on for lap 4 because I chose just some off-the-wall line and somehow it worked out. It was like the best choice I'd ever made because there was a couple dudes just stuck in that section back there on lap 4, and I just winged it and made my own line and somehow made out the best I did out of all 4 laps. Mile 7. Unfortunate, man. Sucks for that guy. I was pretty much told to stay clear of the bridges. My dad and girlfriend said there's one bridge back at like mile 4 that's safe to cross, but the other 2 bridges don't go over them. So I heeded their advice, and it looks like that bridge was not the move. Put that guy right in the water. Line selection. This almost put me over the bars. I'm so glad I braced for that. That was a deep little pit right there. Pretty sure that's Cody Roundtree in front of me. And I kind of see that that guy has a good pace, so I'm trying to stick with him, at least keep his bright jersey within my view. The one and only time I looked behind me, I realized how dangerous that was. Now I'm starting to get fatigued. I'm like, oh man, this shit is so rough. This is gonna be a long race. Cody Roundtree is apparently one of the top 30+B guys, and My buddy Brendan rides or races with him last season. Brendan didn't get to make it to this event, and I didn't know this was Cody until after the race, and Cody gives Brendan a good run for his money. They have good battles in this series, so I'm looking forward to getting my suspension. Dude, I almost T-boned him so bad. But hopefully once my suspension's dialed in, I can hang with these top 4 guys, and make for some good racing. Definitely glad I was able to pull in the clutch and brake. I would have sucked to hit his leg right there. Almost finished with lap 1. I have an idea of where we're at, so like, man, that was one heck of a lap. Coming up on this section, my girlfriend Elise nailed a tree, so I knew to choose this inside line here and stay out of all the just the hidden roots in that section. I wasn't gonna risk it. And Cody's shaking his hand out in his spin. Well, I'm like, man, that was one lap. I got 3 more to go. It's gonna be rough. Cody looking behind. Come on, man, let's go. Going in lap 2, I'm definitely going in at 75%. There's no way I could ride the pace I just did on lap 1 on lap 2. I'm already feeling it, gassed. Wish I had a pickle before the race. Arm pump is at an all-time high right now. Finding any chance I get just to loosen up and let my forearms relax for just a second. Knowing how much longer I have just for a lap, or when I come back up onto a field section. Let that guy go by me. I'm definitely holding him up. But then again, like, I let guys in front of me and I kind of latch onto them. So at least I know I'm not holding him up, and he's definitely not holding me up. I'm trying to collect myself here. I've only done one of these races before. This is my second one, and going into this, I definitely I underestimated it, simply put. Just on how the endurance factor of it, really, that's really all it comes down to. Cardio was fine, my legs were alright, but my shoulders and my forearms left the chat. So we're already in survival mode, riding 75%, just trying to stay alive. Gotta make it home, got bills to pay. Slowing down.
partially regretting my decision, but I'm still having fun.
Yeah, I definitely need to talk to this thing. Last for woods. Usually a little softer than this, bud.
Really, this is when my arm pump was the worst. It was super flared up. I guess I was just pushing too hard lap 1. And just kind of leveling with myself here, letting my arms relax. And really just breaking that barrier of arm pump. And just getting my second wind. Once I get past this, we ride at about 80-85%. But it was crucial trying to break through this first flare up of arm pump. I just got back home from taking my suspension back to HDR or P-Pain. I let them know kind of what I was dealing with during this race. Some of my class going by me, worked so hard to pass them. Gave it up. But we went back to the drawing board on some of the valving, let them know what I felt during this race, and doing an SXCS event this weekend, and I'm going to pick it back up on Thursday. So hopefully the new settings will allow me to push through some of this chop a little better. Obviously, I'm still going to get arm pump, but it won't be so, the rough edges won't, like this. Oh, that was crucial. Some of this won't be so hard on me. Basically felt like I was just on a jackhammer for an hour and 30 minutes straight, or I think this race was an hour and 45 or something like that. Crucial. Crazy what the front runner guys are doing, just pushing through this stuff for 5 laps. Absolute animals.
Way too twitchy back here. All this rough shit. I need a G2, sure.
So I was running a G. I'm talking about needing a G2 back here. The stock throttle cam is just way too touchy, especially with my arm pump flaring up and the suspension. Every little bump is just, the bike wants to go, and I have no, the throttle tamer kind of allows you to, definitely mess that up, allows you to negate some of the hard square edge bumps that you deal with in the roots. I ran it on my Husky, and I really didn't know what I had until I didn't have it anymore. So I need to get one of those ordered.
This shit is rough. And my forks are not good for it.
Faded so hard on lap 2. That's all mile 2. In my mind, I'm like, oh my lord.
Doing anything that could help loosen my arms up. Absolutely shot.
I guess I'm just going to let the rest of this vlog play out. If any of you guys made it this far in the video, I appreciate you guys watching. I think I'll make it 30% of the way through lap 3 before the camera dies, but yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm doing my best to do one of these each race. It's kind of for my own reflection, but I'm sure some of you guys will enjoy it. You other woods racers out there, or anybody that's in this event. And hopefully we can see some progression later through the year. Hopefully my forks will allow me to be pushing a little harder on these second laps to make it entertaining. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.
7 I've been passed by. I lasted way longer on the 350 with that cone valve setup I had from Dylan. The front of this bike is wearing me out. That's Pete at HDR. Ooh. MX wood setup, but he went like 80% MX, 20% woods. That is not what I needed. We're gonna have to get some work done in these ASAP. That can last way longer than this, but not on these forks. All the way out on the compression, 20, like 17 will be down. How's that? The trails are not like this. They're rough. But there's also time that I can breathe. There's literally no resting point besides the short little field sections. I feel like I'm gonna find my flow. I'm riding at about 80% right now. Remember, I can breathe for sure. I feel like I'm in my second win. I had to blow past that I had to blow by that immense arm pump. Now we're just trying to survive. Hit through, get a good spot, like 25 guys, and I believe I was about 4th into the woods. woods. I've been passed by 1.7. So my fifth or 25, roughly. Definitely going to be getting a G2 throttle taper on here. Control all this chop. Woohoo! She's rough. I'm gonna stop talking right now because this is no joke. Cardio is fine, but my arms fucking jellyfish mode right now. Where are we going? Here? Oh, this looks bad. forks, man. God damn it. Not what I asked for.
Grab those.
I don't need them.
Goggles? Okay.
No, I'm just checking my gas. Chill. I'm good.
Babe, let me fill it up.
Come on. All right, stop.
Go.
Huh?
You were running.
You're running second place.
You were running second place. You got it.
I gotta get new forks. I gotta get new forks.